Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 100th session of Wyndburgh, a game campaign that we started in 2022. It is now 2026. 4 years have gone by, and as I look back on the history of this long and storied campaign, all I can think of is, man,
I hate my players.
It takes a while for me to level you guys up, huh? Yeah, y'all excited? I know I am.
Hell
Excited
yeah.
for whatever hell Rod has for me in particular.
Yes,
Can't wait to
absolutely.
go back to the beach.
Well, the beach must wait as as we need a recap of what happened in the past session. Would anyone like to do that? Thank you, Czar. You have now volunteered.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
I volunteer every session. Gotta keep my fucking. I gotta keep the inspiration fucking economy going somehow.
Uh-huh.
Last time on the Wyndburgh Wardens, Hamburglar. Anyway, basically, last session we slimed out that fat, ugly chud that barged into the room unannounced and uninvited. Even though it was all really cool with all of his fate and dodging and we just kind of locked in, mogged the shit out of him and slimed him out. But he did do this thing where he awokened like we did, which he's not allowed to do because he's a fat, ugly chud. So that was interesting. But he turned to water and then didn't die, I think. After that, the king was like, "Hey guys, thanks. I really appreciate your intervention on my behalf." And then Grim and Ithildin tried to crack in the ballroom, but Grim doesn't know if cracking is in reference to the cracks in the wall or the floor. So
Oh my god.
here we are.
Oh my god.
And then we asked the king, what are we, some sort of Wyndburgh wardens?
Yes.
He then shot you 67 times.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Dale was found dead outside with 75 gun wounds in their head.
Dale was found dead in the streets of Miami, shot by a rival drug cartel in 1983.
This is the canon ending, by the way.
Like I could still
Yes.
hear him today.
Sometimes when the wind blows just right, I can hear his out-of-tune lute.
Also, I realized that I can do the equivalent of the D&D equivalent of rocket jumping.
Oh yeah, we did
Yeah.
like 1,000 damage in a single turn. I forgot to mention
Oh, yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's pretty fucking cool, right?
Yeah, that, and also I realized that I can just cast Fireball point blank and take none of the damage.
Yeah. You also want to know the craziest thing about the amount of damage you guys are dishing out?
I just want to let you know, Yek, I had to stomach myself, and I had to put every ounce of willpower in my body to stop me from making a joke at your expense there.
Hasn't stopped you before.
It
That
stopped
is
me this
true.
time because it would I don't think Twitch would let me say this on stream, so sorry.
You can PM it to me, please. I'm curious.
Oh my god.
All right, well, you
in
can't
any
be
case-
upset when you get it from me.
Okay.
In any case, something to know is that you guys have not even reached half of your total level cap for this whole campaign. So, yeah, that's something to look forward to. Torg says, last session was fucking insane. Commissar Goomba stomping the stranger was so fucking funny to me.
Yes, that did happen.
He also says, man, I love Czar's summaries every time. See, Czar?
Honestly, it's really
So
good.
do we.
The people crave it. Just like plants crave electrolytes.
They crave my statements.
All right.
Nice.
As the night went on, nothing really happened. You guys had a very, very quiet, restful night. And as you wake up, oh yeah, please everyone, long rest. I would appreciate if you did.
Yes.
Just in case you didn't.
I'm assuming we get exhausted after the fight, and then resting will just recover that.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
As you wake up in the Palace of Kings, you hear that the palace is alive. There are people walking all over the place, and despite the expansiveness of this palace, it seems that conversation can be heard from all over the place. There are no real hushed voices, but from what you can hear, from what you can discern from the din of conversation, it's almost as if people are carrying on as if nothing really happened last night. As you begin your morning routine, each one of you in your separate rooms, unless in your separate rooms.
Unless.
I mean, I'm not opposed.
Unless.
One by one, you notice that there is a small piece of parchment sticking from underneath each one of your doors. And Nadia, I'll go with you. Nadia, as you approach this piece of parchment and you read it, you read that it is an official summons from the king himself. Supposedly, the Elf King would like to show his gratitude to the Wyndburgh Wardens for the incredible services rendered last night, not only to him, not only to his son, but to the people of the Kingdom of Sylvania. Now, I'm going to institute something. This is going on the Tome of House rules as of the next session, but starting this session, this is now allowed. Every single player per session has something called a monologue token. And what does that mean? That means that once per session, you can use this token to give everyone a glimpse into a character moment, a glimpse into what your character is thinking, a glimpse into what they're feeling, into how the situation is affecting them. And it can be used for any situation, not just the most dramatic ones. But it's a moment that any of you can use once per session to shine a spotlight and develop your character in ways that other players can see more directly. So just a heads up.
Nice.
It's a free anime introspection ticket.
It's a free soliloquy. Yeah, it's a free Shakespearean soliloquy.
This means we can have echoey or comedies again.
Yes.
You can. You know,
that'd be really funny if we.
Sylvania wants to talk to me. Me.
That would be really funny if we all just cash it in all at once and then replicate the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged scene. You know, that one.
It turns into fucking Death Note as light and
Everyone is just
fucking
staring
L are just like staring at each other and monologuing internally. Meanwhile, it cuts to Egson, and he gets his own, and it's just like,
Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do do.
Excuse me, can you stop interrupting my monologue?
Be baby
Monologuing?
dragon.
You're
Baby
monologuing.
dragon.
I thought you guys were just really slow.
Baby Drake. Baby Drake. Do, 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 do. All right.
Baby Drake.
With that, is there anything anyone would like to do prior to leaving your bedrooms to go to the throne room? Or would you, obviously, you always have the choice to simply say, we're not going, and leave.
It's probably best not to scorn the king in his own kingdom.
Oh, just for clarification, we all have the same invitation, yes?
Yes, every single one of you.
Okay. Just wanted to confirm. Yeah, I guess we'll go have an audience with the king.
Suppose so. I will put on my good fit once again.
All right. As you make your way to the throne room, there is no big announcement. You're not being announced as in the as during the royal ball. You do see outside of the throne room that the contingent of Sylvanian soldiers has doubled, it seemed. However, life in the palace seems to be moving just as it always has. Ithilden, you don't notice anything particularly different. No amount of tension, no amount of stress going through the people going back and forth. It seems that they're busy enough with their own lives. And as you enter, you see the members of the King's Guard maintain their positions. Some of them bruised, some of them with their equipment slightly hanging low here, a little tighter there, some overcompensations for their failure the previous night. There seems to be an air of discontent among the members of the King's Guard, and as you all pass by them, some of them look at you with gratitude, others look at you with a certain level of resentment. And as you approach yeah, go ahead.
I was just well, they're losers.
I just got a 32 Mog check.
They ignore your mogging and go back to their work.
Absolutely Mog.
And as you approach the throne of Malorn, you all see the Elf King. Okay, thank you, Emily, for letting me know. I appreciate that. You see the Elf Prince standing by the empty Queen throne. And over to the side, you see Ithilden's aunt, Stellana, alongside Mochi and Mimi of the Outlaws of Physics. Next to the king, over to his right side, you also see Marshal of Sylvania, Aline. And as you approach, what would you like to do?
Well, we bow, obviously. I feel like
Speak for yourself.
first thing.
Great choice. You know what? Why is it so hard for you? Let's analyze that. Why is it so hard for you?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Not my king.
Right now he is. You in his home.
Like it or not, the Elf King is your king.
I was, excuse me, I was invited here. I did not have to come here like some of you disgusting knife-ears, okay? I was invited here. I received an invitation. I'm a guest in this house.
Quite frankly,
Excuse me.
the security in this palace is
Excuse
absolutely
me.
horrend. It's a
Excuse me. Excuse me, please shut up. Excuse me.
Hello.
All I'm saying is that I'm a guest, not a servant here. I was invited here by the king. I'm not going to say, hello, my gracious liege, and drop to one knee. May I? Thank you for inviting me here, my liege. No, I'm not going to do that. That won't happen.
In any case, Nadia, you kneel. Does anyone follow?
Yes.
Ithilda kneels as well. Grimorian kneels. Kirith kneels. Who else?
Nah.
Me.
Okay, Dale kneels as well. Only Sulbrook and Orchimedes remain standing. The king sweeps his gaze over all of you, and he lands on both Orchimedes and Sulbrook. Takes a moment, ponders. A long time ago, our peoples were at war. In different moments, we spilled each other's blood. And yet, today our peoples are at peace. And yesterday you rendered services upon the Elven Crown. That warrants perhaps a break of decorum. Rise, Wyndburgh Wardens. Follow the lead of Sulbrook and Orchimedes.
Rise.
Stop stroking their ego. Damn.
Excuse me, Mr. the King. Technically, I'm on probation. I don't say that.
Mr. the King. That really got me. That really fucking got me. In any case.
Your Holiness.
For your valiant defense of both my life and the life of my son, you have the gratitude of the Kingdom of Sylvania. Despite your run-in with our ally, the Coalition. Tell me, Wyndburgh Wardens, this enemy you faced yesterday, what do you make of them?
We're quite a interesting and powerful foe, Your Royal Highness.
Ah, too late! You called me a liege!
I was about to say.
Okay, I cast Eldritch Blast. You're fucking dead, stupid. I don't care.
No, Rug, I dodge, disappear, appear
No, you don't. You're in a wheelchair.
dead.
You're in a wheelchair. You're in a wheelchair. You have 5 movement of feet, and I just
said
wrote.
pew pew. Pew
I
pew.
just wrote
Movement
25.
of feet.
You just
Five
wrote. I
movement
wrote
of
25.
feet is so
What's your
dumb.
AC? What's your AC, little guy?
150, fuck you.
Okay, I'm rolling with advantage. I got double 7. You're
They're
dead.
actually rolling for this.
Jesus Christ. In any case, well, continue. He's listening.
Someone truly unique among the foes we typically face. Eldritch Horror, or a monstrously powerful sorcerer, or some skilled warrior. This was someone I felt perhaps unbound by. I'm gonna shoot a glance at Mochi. Unbound by the typical structure we typically find ourselves in.
Sorry, are you talking to me?
No!
Sorry.
So
Continue. My bad. I do apologize for Mochilius. He is an eccentric sort. But he has been coming and going to the Sylvanian court ever since I was but a small child, so I'm quite familiar with his antics. Regardless, an unusually powerful enemy, you say? Quite for him to simply dodge every single attack from the King's Guard. For not even the Lord Commander to be able to lay a finger on him, that is most puzzling. However, not as puzzling, and you see that his gaze becomes more serious. As the power that you all displayed in my long life, in all my 500 years, I had only seen that power, that level of power displayed once. Shortly before the death of my mother and my father, when Lord Commander Aetherion lost his own leg, when the Kingdom of Sylvania lost some of its most powerful and competent fighters. Princess Kirith, your father, was there, as I'm sure you know. Yes, Your Highness. The battle at the end of time. Precisely. Tell me, the power that you all demonstrated, that golden aura, that red aura for one of you, and he looks at you, Ethel. It was very similar to the aura displayed by this stranger. What is that power, and how did you all come to possess it?
Say,
Would we
hard to
be the-
say.
Yeah, like if we said the wrong god in this house, would they get all huffy about it?
Well, that's why I'm talking. I get to be the apostate. Not you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna shut up then.
That's not what I mean, you fucking chud.
Well, the Kingdom of Sylvania's patron god is very specifically the Oak Father, Sylvanas himself. That's where the royal house of Sylvania derives its surname. In fact, the first king, Sylvanas the First, was supposedly a direct descendant of the god Sylvanas. He himself was a demigod.
I just have to decide if I want to tell the king that it's the power of Bahamut. That's the interesting question in all this. No, just no.
Something to keep in mind is the gods, the deities do choose champions fairly commonly, right? These are often heroes that either have great renown or go on to achieve great renown. However, it is a big deal. It's a huge event for anyone to be chosen by a patron deity to represent them, to be a champion, right? It is completely understandable to not want to reveal that yet. But it was also all of you.
Yeah, I think let's put this to a quick vote before I just drop that. Do we want to tell Mr. the King that we are the cool chosen lads, or no?
I mean, I
Do we
don't
trust
think
him?
that in of itself could have massive consequence.
lie.
'Cause, like, yeah,
You could just lie.
the gods choose champions. That's fine.
It is also
One
going to be
thing-
really hard to lie about what
Yeah.
he himself just bore witness to.
One
It's
thing
a relic
I
that we
might
found.
one thing I would like to remind you all, right? Obviously, not all D&D campaigns have this. You all also have to remember the geopolitical implications. You have to remember that as of right now, Sylvania is very much belligerent towards the Federation. They are allied with the Coalition. So right now, you're essentially in Coalition territory.
We are still technically neutral.
True.
That can change on a dime.
My
yeah, boss.
vote is to withhold that information. I think we need to play that close to our chest.
Who has the highest deception?
Me.
They'll convince them that we found a relic that imbued us with some shit power or something.
Yeah, get up
Yeah.
there, Dale. Spin that
Which
yarn.
is fairly common. That's a fairly common thing.
So yeah, I'm gonna start. I'll just paraphrase this so that we can just save time. I'm just essentially just going to spin a long yarn of us encountering magical runes that gave us wonderful powers.
Dale, do me a favor. Does Dale know about our earlier questing when we had to go get that like funny? What was that place that I joined the campaign? What was that little?
Yeah, but do we
area
want to tell him
called?
about that either?
No, probably not actually. Given the context that I just had like flood back into my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep it a vague story about magical rune.
Yeah.
In that yarn, buddy boy.
Yep. Spinning that yarn. It's essentially just going to be tangent after tangent after tangent. I got a 36.
Okay, what
Oh wait,
exactly?
I have an advantage. Wait, hold on. I gotta roll again. Okay, yeah, 36.
Cool. What exactly do you tell him? Before you start, I'm going to give you this grace, okay? The roll is great. However, no amount of good rolling can convince someone against facts they are sure of. Okay?
Oh.
It's a conflicting account, which even if they seem swayed by it, they might fact check it later. Okay? So keep that in mind. Because if you can deceive someone with a roll of 50 that the sky is green, but if they can prove that the sky is blue, that deception will go away later.
Yeah, they'll believe it until they look, until they go outside. Yeah, got that.
But is there enough proof out there?
So you don't
I
really know
wonder.
that.
Is there enough proof that we're Bahamut's chosen?
That's a
Moochie
question.
goes, oh yeah,
The-
buddy boy Bahamut gave it to him. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you know what? Mochi is a liability here.
Yeah, true.
Oh.
Mochi is actually a gargantuan liability
So
because he
I'm
might
gonna-
just say that's bullshit. He would fucking
gonna
do
slip.
it too. He'd fucking do it too.
As you guys,
Fucking do it.
as the story is happening, you just see Mochi in the corner going,
Yeah.
just losing
Well, I
his
Didn't,
shit.
he forgot to take his meds.
He's doing the
Grandpa's out of
I
bed.
show speed phase, like trying.
Yeah, he didn't take his normal pills yet.
Nurse.
You know what? I don't know if I can trust Mochi to keep his fucking mouth shut, to be honest. Because I'm sure I could confer with Rod on this one. Mochi is liable to just be a fucking dick. And,
Okay,
contradict.
so does my role even matter in this case?
Maybe
Well,
it's
it
better
does. It does
It does.
matter.
Well, I mean, in the long term.
Dale, if you'd like to try and I don't know, maybe talk to Mochi, like through
could.
his head, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Can I do that? Is that even possible?
He's offering.
You can attempt
Alright,
it,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Before I lie, I'll just telepathically connect to Mochi.
Okay, as you
He's
do,
120 feet. He's within 120 feet. Yeah.
as
Okay,
you do,
yeah,
you
yeah.
hear this.
fucking elevator.
Bahama, come a pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, baby,
Mochi, wait! Don't do that. You're going to get this stream copyright claimed.
Yankees. Where you wanna go to get away from it?
Hey,
What are you
Mochi.
doing to my head? Hold on. Stop the music. Hey, how you doing?
Just does the fucking record scratch.
Oh.
Yeah, what's up? What's going on? The fuck you doing to my
Yeah.
head?
So. Hi. Well, first off, hello, Mochi. How are you?
What's
Second,
good, Chud boy?
that's a new one.
does he know?
Anyway,
You can't just say that.
Mochi, you can't say that.
Hey, go on, come on. I got a Van Halen concert to go later. Just speed it up.
What? What is a Van? You know what? Never mind.
Please, just keep
that's,
going.
That's not important. What is important? So, I'm going to be very vague towards the king about how exactly we're able to do these grand feats. We kind of
You
need
mean-
this.
You mean the awakening of Bahamut, that you got the powers from the Dragon King Bahamut, the god that I serve?
Yeah. I'm not too familiar with the specifics anyway, so I would prefer that we would keep this card close to our chest. And it will be very hard to do that if, if somebody just immediately invalidates what I say directly after. Great, fantastic, great talk.
Oh, you're still here. Okay, sorry. I don't know. I thought you were done. I mean, shit. I'm not here to fuck over you guys. I know Saltbrook thinks that, but apart from all the posing and all the flourishes, he doesn't know what he doesn't fucking know what he's talking about. Wait, sorry, got something stuck in my throat. How did that happen in my mind? In any case, shit, man, you want to go ahead and lie to the king? Fucking go do it. Sounds pretty. Sounds punk. That's pretty punk to me, man.
Technically, it's not lying; it's just omitting the truth. But anyway, thank you.
I'm a steel drum band.
All right, I'm just gonna immediately. I'm immediately gonna disconnect.
Oh.
As you
Lisa
do,
wasn't
right.
Dale, roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Got it.
Of the fact that we're all just blankly staring at the king while this entire conversation.
I'm surely spinning a good distracting yarn while Dale thinks of a grand excuse.
I am. Oh wait, no, I have to refresh that. I'm going to spend an inspiration on that. Where is my inspiration? Where is it? Fine. I'll do it later. Better, 16.
Okay, for a day, you lose 1 point of wisdom.
Fantastic.
Oh.
Dale goes to Mocheater to get stupider.
I'm putting a -1 to
Like
my
a
wisdom.
lobotomy.
Not necessarily. Well, now it's just now I have a +0 instead of a +1.
Yeah, flatten.
Have as much wisdom as Archimedes.
That's
You feel stupider as you cut the connection.
I feel unwise. I'm no longer wizened. Or I'm wizened now. Dang.
Wisending in the good word.
Wiznot. You're Wiznot right
Wizened.
now.
Wizened.
You're Bardent. You can't win a rap battle right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
I cast
Well,
Evil
think
Mind
for
on
Bard.
Dale for fun.
I have that. Fuck you. I'll just cast it on myself.
Stop, Brooke. Here's the thing. Your character didn't say or think anything, but for some reason, when you, Czar, say the word feeble mind, you see Mochi turn his head towards you, Saltbrook. And then it goes back to looking at Mimi and Solana.
Evil Mind.
You see him chuckle a little bit. He keeps
Feeble
having
Mind.
a
Feeble Mind.
conversation.
Feeble Mind. Feeble Mind. Feeble Mind. Feeble Mind.
You see him extend his right arm towards you and flips you off.
Feeble Mind.
Are you gonna keep saying?
torsion?
Oh god damn it! Not again.
My balls are made of steel,
Oh.
Chud.
In any case, let's continue.
Solid titanium. So I think my idea, just to paraphrase, because Dale is essentially just going to spin a very long yarn. It's going to be you're familiar with 1001 Nights, right?
Alibaba, yeah.
Yep. So it's essentially just going to be a story interlaced with another story along with another story about how we got these weapons, specifically to be vague and obfuscate about their actual origins.
Okay. You gotta give me something to go with here.
Yeah, so it's like,
when he recalls this story, what are the key points?
Key points, essentially going back through the previous adventures where recounting all of the previous adventures that the Wyndburgh Wardens have gone on, and then just going on tangents over and over and over again.
Okay, key points though.
Mm-hmm. Key points.
There have to be facts that you are stating. Because if you state no facts, sure, the deception works, but he's going to be like, well, you didn't tell me anything.
Mm-hmm. Ah, shit.
In order to lie, you have to make statements.
Yeah, in order... I can't remember any key facts on point, but would there be any that my character knows? I'm assuming so.
As far as I remember, you kept an eye on the Wardens after Grimorian's death. So the last time that Ethel and Saltbrook were here in Sylvania, for the Peace Summit, as well as their visit to the Golden Palace of the Sylvanian monks, the Simic hybrids, monsters in the Sylvanian woods, as well as Ethildon running away in order to try and focus on bringing Grim back to life by herself, which the Wardens at the time followed them.
Dale, say we got them in Eberron. He's not going to fucking Eberron to fucking fact check any of that bullshit.
Alright, yeah, sure.
Land of lots of dead people, bunch of artifacts sitting around, technology beyond what they have here, low chance of actually going there to check anything out.
May I say, the villain whom's attacked allegedly was very obviously from Eberron.
I don't think they're going to ask him about his account of events there.
Sure, but maybe like...
But, actually, no, fucking great point. He had crazy fucking mind-bending abilities. Looks like we got him there too. Good fucking point.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, so we're just going with we encountered these in Eberron?
Yeah.
You can say we got them in Fairhaven. That would be and plus I can corroborate any bullshit you throw away.
Alright, yeah. Fairhaven it is then.
Lovely.
Nope.
So we'll just drop we'll drop that fact as well as the other points of Sylvanian Grimorian's death, yada yada, so on and so forth.
I see. Eberonian magic. And he looks over at Aline, the Marshal of Sylvania. Been quite a while since we've been to Eberron ourselves, hasn't it? It's a pity what happened to that land. Saltbrook, you yourself are from there, correct?
I'll gesture to my flag.
Fairhaven. An apt name of a beautiful city. My condolences for the fall of your people. What the Warforged did shudders the mind. Should have all been destroyed. Every last one of them. Greatest mistake.
Is it
Go ahead.
I can't interrupt the king.
No, go ahead.
No. Finish. I can't interrupt the king. That's terrible decorum.
The greatest mistake the Caniffs ever committed was not the creation of the Warforged. It was that they didn't destroy them after they were done with them. A foolish mistake that they did not live to learn from.
Can I eye Grim while the king is making the statement?
Perchance you don't.
Yeah, give me an insight check with advantage.
You got it. All right, 21.
On a 21, Dale, you, knowing that Grim is a Warforged, you've gotten used to how still he remains. There are no micro movements, micro tremors that a living body has. And he does his best to add those in to try and blend in more easily.
He's masking. Yeah.
He fakes the rising and falling of his own chest. Using the disguise self spell, you can see a pulse on his neck from certain angles. There are micro tremors on his hands that he does his best to maintain at all times. He is absolutely still. It's a statue.
Falling for the propaganda. A tragedy indeed. Tragedy indeed on what I presume to be all sides. But nothing to be done about it now.
Indeed. As for you, Grimorian, I'm sorry to hear of your passing, but delighted to hear at your return. 'Tis a good thing that you're alive. Thank you, Your Highness. Now, I would like to ask you all for a favor. I know I am in no position to ask you all for a favor after the services you have rendered me. However, I do have a favor to ask. Sylvania lacks heroes. Despite our best attempts to cultivate a military culture over the past centuries following the Greater Ending, our young have much preferred the lands outside of our territories, even our ancestral territories. And as such, we have not been able to gather heroes for our nation. Led by the Lady Commander-to-be and a noble woman from the House of Solarius, Wyndburgh Wardens, or better yet, the Sylvania Wardens, could do much good for our people in the days to come.
I think we all know the answer to this one.
And Dale's just gonna be whispering, he's like, another one.
I won't speak for the two ladies of Sylvania. I cannot abandon my second home, Your Royal Highness. I do apologize.
Well, the others, what say you?
You align yourself with those that butchered my family.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yes! Fire!
Demon Scorcher, are you not?
Mm-hmm.
I assume you refer to the displacement of your people in the Standing Stones, correct?
If you call scorched piles of orcs displacement.
In less diplomatic talks, I will refer to it by what it is. A travesty and a casualty of war that was not declared as it should have been. I have my disagreements with Alistair. But as the most steadfast defender outside of Sylvania's borders, we found ourselves surrounded on our western borders by those who would seek to take our territory and kill our people. as someone who has lost theirs, surely you understand my predicament, Master Archimedes.
Yeah, I swore an oath to avenge my family, my clan.
And as a paladin, you must follow your oath. Until that day comes, Sylvania will continue to be friendly towards you, Demon Scorcher. But we will honor our alliances.
At this point, Rod, I'd quite like to pull out that very fancy drinking horn that I made the king, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
This is the one I spent quite a while on, with lots of gold inlay and carvings of trees and other elven runes that I would be vaguely aware of. Not gonna be great. Like, I don't know elf runes that well, but you know, we go with it.
Gotcha.
So yeah, hold that in my hands.
As a small heads up, Emily has disconnected because of power fluctuations.
Gotcha.
She's trying to come back, but we can keep going.
Okie.
As you pull out this horn, Archimedes, what would you like to do?
Made this for you as a gift and as a appreciation for being invited to this party. While it ended in a fight, which is much more what I'm accustomed to, I still appreciate it nonetheless.
And then I'm just gonna casually walk towards him, completely ignore the guards, and hand it out to, like, hold it forward to him.
You see the King's Guard immediately moves, but he lifts up his hand, and they don't move. He allows you to approach. Tell me, Archimedes. An orc of your size, coming from where you come from, you must be the heir to this clan, correct? Your father was the chief?
Correct.
In my youth, following the final skirmish between our peoples to this day, I was sent as an envoy to the Standing Stone. I spent much time among your people. Admirable and venerable they were. Our peoples could not be more different. But the Gitfangs were welcoming, warm to me. I say this with no hint of irony or attempt at diplomacy. I do not agree, nor do I celebrate what was done to your people. Though the great rending was the doing of a former king of Sylvania, I regret the losses that my people incurred due to his tyranny. People should not have to suffer for the mistakes of those who are meant to protect them. Those who claim to act in order to protect them. I cannot promise that your people are unscathed, those that remained. But as a gesture of gratitude to you, not due to this gift, which I take freely, I offer you free passage into Coalition territory to find your people and to bring them home to a safe place. Cannot promise you that the Coalition will allow you to remain in the Standing Stones. But if you all fight for Wyndburgh, I would move that you are to be allowed to bring them there under my calling.
Keep that in mind.
Do you come downstairs?
I mean, I can't just go sit with him now. Okay. Yeah, I'll join the others.
He looks at all of you and
Oh no.
looks at all of you and says, "Your denial is not what I was hoping for. The defense of Sylvania for now rests in the hands of both myself and my son. Capable as we are, powerful as we are, protecting an entire country with nothing but the two of us and our two companions will prove to be very difficult should open war be upon us. We do not wish for war. Our people are tired, but never broken. As gratitude, I offer the wardens 3 things that you may request. If they are within my power, I will see them done, be it information or material reward."
Hey, Rod, would they have the capability of helping us with some slightly heftier upgrades to the airship?
Oh yeah. Problem is, they themselves are not really an airship people.
No, but they're good with wood, I hope. And
Yeah, absolutely. They can provide
Use Sylvanian technology.
pretty.
Yeah.
They can provide pretty rare materials and pretty good ancient technology when it comes to like things that you might learn to apply, right? One thing I will say as a heads up, and this is almost like a tutorial tip. This is one of the biggest power players in Faerun, and he is offering you not only information but material reward. 3 things. Choose wisely.
each or collectively?
No, collectively.
My first request is a million requests. No, I'm kidding.
I kill Dale on the spot. We should probably confer before we.
Yeah, obviously.
List of demands. Let me put this diplomatically.
I'd say in the player chat, tag Emily. Let her know.
Ooh,
yeah.
I don't know if she's.
I was
able to watch right
gonna.
now.
I was gonna ask the king for time in universe for us to consider what might be applicable. I don't know if he wants us to choose now or not, though. That's what I'm asking.
Well, I'm going to say he does, right? But meta-wise, I'm going to give you guys a little while to answer.
Let me put this diplomatically, and then I'll. If one of you can send something in the player chat, I have to think for a second.
Hang on.
Like voice chat thing, or in
No.
general?
The
Super secret player chat that Rod can't look at.
Okay. So.
Why do you know the name?
Because he went in there once.
He went in there once.
Did I? I don't remember.
Yeah,
that.
you did as an April Fool's joke.
No, one of us was just named Commander Rod.
Oh, was it? Okay, I thought it was.
It wasn't me.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It
I'm
was
an idiot.
me.
Anyway.
Nice. That was a good prank, though.
Your offer is most generous. You're the Royal High. You're fuck.
Your
Royal
royal
Highness.
hygiene!
Your Royal Hijinks. Your Royal Hijinks.
Oh, I love it.
Your offer is quite generous, Your Royal Highness. Would it be permissible for the party to have some time to consider what be most applicable to our current situation?
Very well.
My turn. Is there anything else you wish of us this day? I suppose this.
Sorry?
Is there anything else you wish of us to do in this moment? Question mark. I speaketh to thy king,
Yeah, I know.
O Chudling.
No, you may confer with each other. But do not leave me waiting. I have other matters to attend to.
It will not be long. I'm gonna usher the party away.
My recommendation is you guys think in terms of like current hooks and leads and things that you guys have been trying to figure out.
We need to be strategic with this one. Most certainly.
I think I need to be added to the spreadsheet again. I can't find it.
It's called Bingle Barp notation in APA format. Fuck you, Chicago.
Yes. Is it pinned? No, it's not.
Most
Oh,
certainly
no.
not. I can post the
We
link.
might be
again,
able to
that's what we can
scam him out of a shitload more of the funny wooden ingots I've got.
do. Well, let's not scam the king.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
No, it is pinned. Thank you, Chud.
I really need to add my stuff to it. I just keep my own notes up to date.
Use the notes!
But I've got my own notes.
Put them in here!
Ah, thank you very much.
Let me take a quick piss, and then I
All
will...
party members stop
begin thinking.
touching random shit. Dale. And then someone just commented, no. No.
In my defense, it was very.
Oh my goodness. So old are my notes. I've just got goblins with a heart on my fridge.
So yeah, the airship one is definitely a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I figured because, yeah, we can probably upgrade a lot of the woods to much higher quality wood. Wood. And be more lightweight.
Since they're allied with the standing, not with the standing stones, but the people that kicked out the standing stones, I'm wondering if we could have information on key personnel on for their whereabouts, on whoever the main leader of the massacre.
Well, we did get a list of names from your buddy old pal that
Rook.
hates you.
Yeah, I seem to have that effect on people.
You always double check it, I guess.
Double check it, and we can. Well, we know their names. We don't know their location, or have a vague sense of where their location is.
I wouldn't want to waste our god tier favor on something that we can find out by just looking for them. Like, if we have a list of names, you just ask for them around places where we know roughly where they might be. Because we know roughly where they are. We have the pins of locations.
Yeah.
I feel like it might be a bit of a waste.
No, you're right.
One sec.
I marked the location on your map.
Oh, sorry. I did not hear. I am deaf.
I'm back.
Upgrades. We're not going to be able to do the ironclad still, because, like, we don't... Well... Actually. Hey, Rod. Hypothetically and mayhaps, perchance. How likely is it we could get a ironclad upgrade done here?
Ironclad with what kind of material?
I don't know what material the elves are going to have to hand.
Mithril.
Of her description.
Oh. Oh, character tracker. I haven't
Well,
seen that.
that's the it's a complicated ask, right? They can provide you with materials that you can use to do that. The best way I can explain this is like, you know how in certain games certain shops only sell certain things, right? And like certain upgrade vendors only upgrade certain things. Attempting to upgrade the Lyra's Revenge here, complicated, right? Because here at most you can get the materials.
It might be worth getting the materials, but I don't know if I really want the coalition adjacent people to install it. Who knows if they're going to decide it's worth keeping some record of what the ship is. That's just my paranoia talking, though. So.
If you're paranoid, I've done my job, so.
Yes, I know.
That's actually not. Yeah. And then there was, well, I mean, this is mostly for Ithilden. The place of the Omnissiah. Just looking at my notes. There was a certain thing that was relating to a Grimoire in Sylvania, and then there's also the Dragon Keeper, Dragon Rider.
Yes. Yes.
Dragon's Bane? No, that's not it.
Dragon Keeper.
Dragon Keeper, thank you. So I was right on the second entrance. Okay.
I feel like people would know roughly.
Hmm.
That might be like, I don't think we should waste a favor on that one. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's a relatively known thing in Elven King.
Good idea, but yeah, I don't think the king would.
I mean, I guess we look at what our current aims are, or our current targets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mostly coalition targets, which they're allied to, so that's a conflict of interest right there.
They most certainly would not grant anything like that. Would be a genuine problem for them, anyways. Probably not really much else. I like the idea of airship upgrades because ultimately we're going to be fighting in that thing a lot more often.
Yeah, I honestly having all three favors focused on the airship, I wouldn't be opposed to because I really don't want to get caught with our pants down again.
Yeah. I don't think we need to focus all of them on there, but at least just getting the materials to make the thing kind of goated, cracked, perchance, would be at least the rare stuff. Like extra mass, we can afford, no problem.
Especially with the sail upgrade that I made already. That should offset any extra mass we had.
Yeah, especially if we get some very impactful materials out of it. So I don't really think our gear needs too much adjusting.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to some gear, but because I don't have any relics yet. I do
That's
have
true.
materials to make new stuff, so I can wait. Like, I'm just one guy. I don't want to waste the favor of myself.
We could just ask for like a fuck ass ton of materials. A little bit more than what we would need to upgrade the airship, and you can forge away with whatever extra we have.
How long and how long, wide, and tall is the ship's hull roughly?
Aren't we in like a frigate or something?
It was like a
sloop.
Sloop, that's the term.
Yeah, do you know roughly the dimensions so I can figure out how much material we would need for ironcladding?
Say again?
Do you have the dimensions of the ship to hand, like rough guesstimates? Then I can figure out how much material we would need for ironcladding.
And ironcladding in this case would be, and forgive if it's a stupid question, cladding the entire thing in protective metal.
So normally, no, you'd only do the stuff above the waterline, but seeing it's an airship, probably yes.
At least the external bits.
The bits that are like protecting important parts, so probably.
I mean, are we thinking on all or nothing hull design, or what kind of hull design are we thinking of?
I will warn you that airships move based on the power of their arcane engines, right? So smaller ships have smaller engines. Despite the fact that they are magically powered, they still follow the laws of physics. They provide like levitation, but it doesn't prevent, like, it doesn't nullify mass, right? There's an amount of strength that it's using to keep the ship aloft, and then to transfer that that upwards vector, which is nullifying gravity, and then apply that vector of strength or throttle to a specific direction, right? Now, the wind does affect that. It alleviates the amount of power being used to move by feeding off of the wind. You make the ship heavier, it'll also be slower. And a sloop already has a pretty weak engine, meaning that ironcladding it would make the sloop quite resistant, sure, but pretty damn slow. Yeah. In a ship that, you know, focuses on maneuverability and speed. My recommendation would be, if you're going to upgrade the Lyra's Revenge to an ironclad, you would have to either, you know, trade it for a bigger ship, or Ship of Theseus it and just make it bigger. Just like add more stuff to it to make it a bigger ship.
We would need dry dock for it.
Be our second favor.
But yeah, no, upgrading it to like a merchant brig would be pretty baller.
I mean, what's the operational cost of
Well, the thing is, we got crew now, so we could actually, in theory, make the ship bigger in the future. Brig would have 2 masts, so lot more with the sail upgrade and creating like a spinnaker and stuff. That would be a shitload more canvas for your with the wind. The downside is still going to be the arcane engine, like Red pointed out.
Yeah, it's cheaper to buy a new ship than it is to turn a sloop into a brig.
Yeah.
But it's ours.
I know, and it's also named after Sulfric's daughter. So
Doesn't inherently mean we have to get rid of the damn thing. We can make it fleet.
True, yeah.
Oh god.
Leave it back at Wyndburgh for protection with a small enough crew to operate it.
Could be good for the trade routes, actually.
Yeah, especially with the war coming, you're going to want like armed merchant ships.
These are considerations we can probably come to another time.
The other option, the Elven Kingdom, does that include any dwarven holds, or are they their own separate entity?
Dwarves are pretty much assimilated into Sword Coast culture. Within the canon of Wyndburgh, the elves were the only ones that really did separate themselves.
So no fun elven holds that we can get access to for reasons.
Well, there are dwarven enclaves, right? But they're not exactly segregated.
Just remember, the king is not going to give us anything that's contrary to his own goals.
Though if it is within his power, he will do what he can.
What's like the metal that the elves work with? Nice.
Sorry, say that again?
What's the metal that the elves use?
It really depends, right? Sylvania does pride itself in creating some of the best weapons, best swords, best polearms, best bows. Bows normally utilize Malorn wood, which is, you know, what the throne is made out of. It's essentially their national tree. Malorn wood only grows in Sylvania. Within Sylvanian ancestral land. It is an extremely flexible, extremely durable wood.
Hypothetically, then,
yeah.
would we be able to set up a trade? Would we be able to set up a favorable trade route between here and Wyndburgh for Malon wood?
Yes, but it is very difficult because Wyndburgh is within Federation territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a war going on. I think maybe something that we need to look at here is this is a exceptional strategic opportunity. Perchance we need to think of bigger.
Bigger.
1 million firearms from the coalition.
Anything that could aid Wyndburgh at the moment.
Nuclear deterrence. I like the idea.
Yeah, give me the formula to a nuclear bomb. Thanks.
Plutonium or uranium lying around, you know, funny glowy green rocks underground. You know?
I feel like if anywhere, Sylvania would probably be sitting on a uranium deposit.
Right, could literally be the entire plot line of Avatar where we've got to burn down their forest and dig up their trees for the metal. No, I'll just go. Is there something we could just retcon later once we've had a bit more time to think on it? Rather than sitting here for the next hour being like, what about?
Gotta make a decision.
Yeah, we're gonna have to just make a choice here.
So, because we're doing a shorter session, you guys have 40 minutes to decide.
Feels kind of weird without a Theldon being here because I don't think she's responded to any of the stuff so far. Yeah. I mean, we could just say could we just ask to like sleep on it?
I don't think we're gonna get the extra time out of him.
Damn.
I'm texting Emily just in case here, trying to make sure that if she's able to see it. Because it is very annoying that, you know, something out of everyone's control is hampering this too. I don't want to punish you guys for that.
Hence my suggestion of a retcon where we can go away next week, be like, ah, yes, this. Because next week we're at Tina's parent.
Yeah, oh, wait, what?
Yeah, just remembered that me and Lena are not here next week.
Yeah.
This is hard to think about.
Yeah.
Wait, well, hold up. Let me pull up the funny rules.
The funny big game rules.
We could just choose 3 different types. Like one would be information, one would be items.
Well, I think the item thing is for the airship, so I think we already got that covered.
I don't want to limit and categorize too much though. The problem is information-wise, there's not a lot of like overarching information that we're that's a personal request. No.
Hey,
yeah.
Rod.
No.
I've given you guys the Dragon Balls.
Can I spend
We're stuck.
can I spend an inspiration point for a situational hint?
Yeah, you can.
In other words, help.
Yeah, okay. Spend that inspiration. Situationally, a couple of the things I would recommend. Sure, the airship, that's a good idea. Getting the materials is a good idea. Dragon Keeper information. Massive.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I would say safe passage into Coalition territory, but he's already offered that
already. Yeah.
thanks to Archimedes' work. What else? Oh,
Extra one anyway.
perhaps information about Silvery Moon and the weird Warforged corpses in Sylvania, which by all accounts should not be here.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna talk about. Yeah. That's more for Grimorian and a Thilden thing, though. I don't think I would have knowledge, or my character wouldn't have knowledge about that.
Yeah, you weren't there.
Nobody
for
told
it.
me. Yeah, I wasn't there for it, so I wouldn't know.
That really only leaves us with one other thing left to kind of ask for.
I am also. I think it's best for trying to avoid any like personal requests for these things.
I think Tilden would probably want to ask about maybe her ancestry, but I'm not sure because
I'm pretty sure Dad could just tell her about that. Actually, I think the whole point was her trying to avoid that this entire time. But the Warforged corpses could be that. If we get confirmation for Thilden, if she wants to go into that, we can just have Grimorian ask for it because he's the other person that knows, or at least is aware of.
Yeah, he was told that by Thilden.
Yeah, so I could follow up with that with her dad. I'm just trying to find an in-universe thing because one of the players is gone.
If you guys remember, I picked up those bits of the funny shield generator obelisk that we took from Wyndburgh. It'd be worth seeing if the elves know anything about that.
Yeah, that's also a possibility.
I don't know if I can ask you, Rod, if that's another inspiration point, or if this is still part of the hint.
That's something you can ask.
Is it part of the hint still?
No.
Or do I have to
No.
charge myself another?
I am out of inspiration, unfortunately. Wait,
Am I the only one that has inspiration?
Well, I mean, I keep using them, mostly because I keep getting them a lot. Yeah, I'm at 0.
All I can think of is personal ones, but I don't want to do personal ones.
Rod, with the coalition mass extracting Chardlin, would the elves have a supply of that here? Or is the coalition hoarding it for themselves?
You don't know, but you could ask.
Would that be part of our favor?
If they can supply it.
A supply of Chardlin.
What's Chudlin?
It's the funny rock that absorbs magic and then I think reflects it back.
Oh, it's like a fucking...
Chardlin. It comes from the plane of the standing stones, hence the whole genocide thing, and that we kind of stumbled across. And I asked about it like a while ago. Yeah, you turn it into a powder, and when that powder is forcibly struck, or when held against a solid object, it powers. But it can absorb spells, basically, which was then released when the stone was crushed. You could like get a shitload of it, pump it full of like, I don't know, Eldritch Blast, just like 100 of them. Eldritch Blast on the shield. Someone crushes it. There you go. They just get eviscerated by the Death Star.
As funny as that would be, I feel like it's almost a waste of a wish, I guess.
Hmm. It's useful material, and that we're not going to have access to easily.
I guess the bigger question is it even really worth bothering with like a one-time or several like few-time use item?
Hmm.
Wait. So you've got the Dragon Keeper information, you've got the Silvery Moon, and then you've got the ship. So that's 3.
Yep.
So that could be it. That could be it.
Refresh me, because I don't think I was keeping notes. Why is Dragon Keeper and Silver Moon big info?
Well, it's unknowns that are in Sylvania right now. So the king could be privy to that knowledge that we don't know about.
So I've got some ingots on me that I've been told that only the Dragon Keeper knows how to work with. Essentially, it would be unlocking an entire way of working with some material.
Okay, you could potentially do some huge upgrades for the party then.
Yeah, potentially.
Okay. Yep, that's a good one.
10 ingots of... What was it?
Also, yeah.
Where is it in my list?
It's also directly tied to Ithilden and Narya's, I guess, familial disputes, to put a good euphemism to it.
I'm fine with a personal request interlaced with the potential party build.
Yeah.
There's
It's really
practicality to the party
killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, that's good. I like the efficiency.
Yeah, it was petrified Malon wood. I have 20 ingots of the stuff.
Damn. All 20 of them.
Yeah, because it's an ancient Sylvanian craft. That's like they're using it for the throne, but we've got basically a better version of that stuff, petrified. And it's really, really light, apparently.
Will
Could
be
good
useful.
upgrades. I don't know how we get more of
Stupidly
it,
light.
but I don't know how we get more of it.
Like magical aluminum.
Third ask, can we get more of this petrified mallet? How much? Oh, like a couple of tons.
Yeah, that all sounds okay. The 3.
Well, what's the silvery moon stuff worth?
It has to do with well, something with the Omnissiah, which we can get. We could probably get insight on why exactly the Warforged are stomping around.
It's not bad. I would just really wonder if the king knows what's going on. But that's kind of a difficult to know equation. But we've seen no indication that any faction in Sword Coast really is aware of what's going on.
You might have ways of finding it out.
Yeah.
Keep it for now. I just don't really see much of a benefit beyond a maybe and all that. But I guess then, yeah, if no one else has a better suggestion or can think of anything else, then sure, we can hold on to it, and then we'll just get some, high bar fucking material for the airship that we can work in.
Yeah.
Because I've only been the arbiter of ideas so far. I haven't actually had a fucking single creative thought in my head for the last, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Keep trying to think of, the geopolitical situation, but we haven't engaged particularly in it.
We have been just remaining neutral this entire time.
Yeah. For the most part, at the very minimum, and that's kind of been a good thing, because it's not really doing anything, but we can't really set up, a lucrative trade deal between Wyndburgh and Sylvania.
We could.
It wouldn't work particularly well. They would just
Just
send
be off the
ships
records.
until the king says fuck it.
Just had a funny idea. Get a restraining order against Logarius.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's put it on the list. Put it on the list. Yeah, we got Dragon Keeper, Silvery Moon, cease and desist.
Oh my god.
Only enforceable in Sylvanian territory.
A cease and desist for anyone who tries to copy the awakening technique.
Oh, yeah, we patent that.
Right,
Can we patent that?
Gotta
We'll
do
send
it.
like Disney lawyers out on their ass.
Get some fucking Wyndburgh
Sylvanian lawyer ninjas.
Hey, Rod, I'm assuming
Wyndburgh
that the
movie.
king wouldn't agree to sneaky monthly dispatches of intelligence to us so we know what the coalition might be up to.
Oh, absolutely not.
Definitely.
Yeah.
By far simpler anyway.
That is treason of the highest order. That is
I mean, it's not
leaving
treason if he's
Sylvania
the king.
out to dry. Yeah, but it's betraying the alliance.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe if we agreed to become the Sylvanian wardens, yeah, maybe he would. I don't think that's gonna fly. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be a dirty knife-ear vassal, so no thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything. So I mean, if we want to,
Third request. We need to eat all of my fungus paste.
yubbers.
Do you know what? Can the king just turn us all into cats for
You could get
episode 100?
No. I think probably what we'll just have to do then is the Dragon Keeper Silvery
Silvery
Moon,
Moon.
because I don't think anyone.
Yeah.
I don't really have a better suggestion. So. eh.
How much
Uh,
mithril have they got in stock? Do they use mithril here?
Oh yeah, a lot of it.
Well, I mean, I'm sure we could present a list of items, but I would wager it would be, well, upgrading materials for our airship. Smile. That seems like probably the best three that doesn't really give anyone a specific story request except for the Dragon Keeper, but that's already intertwined with potential party upgrades, so that's okay. Otherwise, my ass would have been asking how to revive a Revenant, and as much as I'd like to say that, not gonna happen. No personal requests.
We'd probably need in the region of like 1.5 to 2,000 ingots mithril if we wanted to up armor the ship. Just FYI.
Well, maybe we just have to be strategic about where we put it then.
Yeah, like you armor the engine core and
The engine core, the powder box, the fucking armory, yeah.
the rear of the ship where you don't have particularly good.
No.
Oh no! You up armor the front of the ship and get a nice dragon's head as the ram, like we talked about.
Hmm.
Which would only be like 200, so we'll say 250, 300. We have loads to work with for upgrading gear and whatnot. Plus a nice amount of malin wood for gear and up like because we could use malin wood for ship bracing because it's not heavy, and we can use it to sort of reinforce beams and some of the actual structure of the vessel as well, so it's much harder. Which in theory then allows it to withstand greater forces and things. So we could throw it around a bit more. Sorry, Lena's microphone is picking me up so much.
I'm sorry.
Just like that, okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm not even talking loudly.
Oh, so that's where that was coming from.
Yes, sorry.
I thought I was going crazy.
Now
You are.
the microphone about 1.5 meters from me, so it's why sometimes it echoes in mine and why I sometimes echoes in hers. I do. But yeah, like a few hundred ingots and a bunch of mallet wood is a third request if we can't think of anything else. But that's a pretty tall order.
I guess we'll see what the king gives us. King's bounty of each, I'm certain. Okay, we'll do that then.
Is that the decision?
I believe so, yes.
Yep.
Okay. List them out.
That's right. So we're gonna ask for information on the individual known as the Dragon Keeper.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Who wants to speak?
You want me to do it diplomatically, or do you want to do it orcishly?
Probably diplomatically would be good, especially when we get to the material. Yeah, I want you to give us some jogging vessel. Yeah, come back.
Is the king still awaiting us, or do I have to get his attention?
What?
This is important, so I don't just say, "Hey, what's up, Mr. the King? I gotta talk to you."
Hello, Mr. the King. Here is our demands. One, you open the Strait of Hormuz.
The Strait of Hormels.
Hormuz. What he said.
Sorry, yeah, I mean, he's essentially waiting for you guys to stop convening and resume.
Your Royal Highness, we have concluded our conversation.
Very well. Your request.
Our first request is information on the individual known as the Dragon Keeper.
You see his eyebrows raise, like immediately. The Dragon Keeper. From the Great Rending. I will attend this request, however, I am curious, and do allow me this curiosity. Why do you want to know?
I'm gonna just go ahead and just hold up one bar of petrified malon wood as the explanation.
He looks at it, and you see there's a small smile on his face. Ah. It's been quite a while since I've seen one of those. Do you mind?
Yeah, I'll walk over to him and
No.
have a look. See,
He just asks if you mind. Like, do you assuage or not?
If you could like hold the mallet wood.
Sure.
He snaps his fingers, and before you can notice, the ingot is not in your hands anymore. It's in his. Petrified malon wood. He sniffs it. Good quality, too. From the cold wood. Where did you get this?
Where did I get? Let me check my notes.
Wasn't it in the
Shadowfell?
Oh, no, I think that might have been on my last PC when before it. Yeah, because I haven't got any notes from before 23rd of February.
Or did we get in the Shadowfell?
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah, I
when
think we
I
got in the
go-
Shadowfell.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
wait.
yeah.
23rd of February actually is when I did get it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's when my notes actually went. So that was when you killed Woolgriff, so he probably had it in a chest or something.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Shadowfell.
Do we want to tell him that we were just chilling down there and we found that shit?
Yeah, honestly, I don't think that's probably the biggest secret in the world.
Do you want to share that, or shall I?
Yeah, I'll share it. Was acquired in the Shadowfell.
Ah.
Unfortunate time there.
Tell me, did you face a Netherese by any chance?
Wolgrith was Netherese, no?
I believe he is of Netherese origin. Yes.
Not sure, but I can say he's a dick.
Yeah.
If I remember from my notes, I believe he was.
I would have to suspect so. I don't have notes on this time period, so I'm having to rack my brain.
Well, I do.
Yes, we fought something named a Woolgriff there. Bit of an, pardon my language, a bit of a dick.
So the Scholar of the First Sin survived the war. It's not quite surprising. He always was a difficult bastard to kill. He and I had our crossings back when I was younger. In fact, Kirith, his father, had his crossings. The two fought on more than one occasion. Since you have retrieved this from the Shadowfell, you have done a service to Sylvania once again, despite the fact you had no idea. Netherese remnants still inhabit the Shadowfell here and there, though they have been quiet. Except for one small escapade around 125 years ago. Sopra, give me a perception check.
I'm perceiving it. Where's my dice? Dice. Fuck. D20's running away from me. 22. God.
Yeah.
22.
22. On a 22, you immediately notice Ithilden's ears perk up at the mention of 125 years. The king continues. Now, unfortunately, that event is still held in infamy here in Sylvania. Regarding the Dragon Keeper, it used to be a closely guarded secret to my grandfather, and now he inhabits a hermit's life. You should be able to find her. And let me just make sure I get the name right, because I don't want to give you guys the wrong directions. You should be able to find her halfway between the town of One Stone and the settlement of Moonwood. If my records are updated.
That's One Stone and Moon?
Yes. The town of Moonwood is a quiet village towards the edge of the Kingdom of Sylvania. One Stone is a larger settlement. It was one of the first settlements established by the elves before the First Great War, when Sylvan Sylvanas fought the Netherese. Their customs are quite different from the rest of those here in the Kingdom of Sylvania. If you're looking for the Dragon Keeper, for information regarding these, and he snaps his fingers again, and Archimedes, the ingot goes back to your hand. That is where you should look. Though be wary, petrified Malon wood is extremely rare. I myself only have a few things made of that same material. It is a boon to your people that you have found it. However, I wouldn't choose better hands than a demon scorcher.
I'll just sort of give him a nod.
He nods back.
Our second request is information on Silvery Moon.
Silvery Moon has only recently been brought back into the fold of Sylvania, thanks to the Peace Summit. What do you wish to know?
There were Warforged corpses there a time ago. Strangely out of place. I'd like to know what happened.
Warforged corpses? I'm afraid you are mistaken. Although, they might have been Shadowforged, Netherese creations, thousands of years ago. That might have been what you saw. As for why they would be in Silvery Moon, I'm afraid I cannot tell.
You'd be willing to elaborate on Shadowforged?
Shadowforged were created by the Netherese. Information about them was used by Eberonians following the fall of the Netherese Empire to develop and create the Warforged. They are constructs controlled by dark magic. Netherese magic, to be precise, though the spells and the information required to create them was lost to time following the fall of Telemonthon Tool and Carsus' folly during the battle at the end of time.
Information about them was lost much before that, but their last remnants were destroyed 130 years ago during that battle.
Why they may have been there.
Say again?
I asked if you knew why they may have been there.
Silvery Moon, or what used to be before it was Silvery Moon, was at one point a Netherese enclave. That could perhaps explain as to why the Shadowforge corpses were found in that location. You forget, Master Saltbrook. All of Faerun, in fact all of Toril, was once controlled and enslaved by the Netherese Empire. It was only through the efforts of the first Sylvanians that their empire fell, and all races were freed.
Short memory. Curse of the human lifespan. I'm gonna chuckle a little bit to myself.
Well, I find it hard to believe he would remember it, considering it was nearly 6,000 years ago. But, since you are a Baronian, might I recommend studying the history of Toril? This world is your home now. And you strike me as quite an intelligent man. I'm sure the histories will fascinate you as they have myself.
I think that would be a wise choice. Lastly, we have a material request.
Very well.
The skies above the Sword Coast become less than accommodating for most non-military transport. Orchimedes was thinking that perhaps we could acquire some resources to assist in making sure our airship does not fall behind.
And tell me, Master Saltbrook, is your embarkation non-military?
Depends on what you define as military at this point, I think. We're not part of either of the warring factions, by definition. Civilian, but it is an armed ship. I suppose an armed merchant would be most applicable.
It depends. I would have expected the Bard to give me such an answer.
The faults of technicality, I'm afraid. Quite uncertain of what our current status is.
As you fly Federation colors, I couldn't possibly grant you upgrades or technology directly onto your ship. However, as adventurers, none could fault me for rewarding you for a job well done in preventing the assassination of a monarch and his heir, especially since coalition forces were present and they took no significant action in the melee. Very well. You shall have your resources. He turns to Aline, the marshal. Speak to the House of Stewards. Make sure that the wardens receive a shipment of mithril. However, send it directly to Wyndburgh, so as it cannot be directly traced through them.
A wise choice.
You see him give a small little shrug. I've been king for longer than you've been alive, boy. I wouldn't be here were I not wise.
Fair point.
Now, with your requests granted, I must take my leave. Unfortunately, ruling is an exhausting thing, particularly for Sylvanian kings. The curse of the Malon throne has weighed heavily upon my shoulders, as it has my forefathers before me. I bid you all farewell and safe travels back to Wyndburgh. And do be careful. There's a storm brewing on the horizon, and it is about to break.
My thanks, Your Royal Highness. I bid you good day.
You all. And he wheels himself out, followed by a contingent of the King's Guard. Some of them stay behind with the Elf Prince. All right. 4 minutes till. I say we just cut it here.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Okey-dokey.
Short session. Short and sweet.
Yeah.
Progress has been made. Leads have been secured. Rewards have been dispersed.
Alcohol is soon to be drunk.
Yep. Archimedes, regarding the shipment of Mithril, it will be, I'm going to say, it's going to be a shipment of 500 ingots of Mithril.
Damn, that's a lot more than I was going to ask for.
Yeah.
That makes up for the lack of Malon wood I was going to ask for.
Again, king, so.
Because originally I was only going to ask for like 250, 300, so fuck yeah.
There you go.
Well, maybe we can work it into some other gear then.
No,
Very true.
It also means we can do some pretty big upgrades for the ship. I definitely want the up armored front with a big old dragon ram prow. Like on those old Greek ships, Rod.
Maybe we should just turn it into like an unironic battleship.
Say
You know, on the
again.
old Greek ships, they had like that ram that just sat just below the water line, often with like some animal head or something. I want to design a dragon version of that with an up armored front, so we can literally just ram a ship and cut it in half almost.
Yeah, I like that.
And with the sail upgrade as well, we should have enough momentum to do a lot of damage.
Fair enough.
Archimedes,
Oh.
I need you to invent VLS cells.
Archimedes, one thing I will say, there is, hold on, there is a species in, a species of monster in the Standing Stones, known as a cephadrome or a kephadrome. They're known as land sharks.
Bullet sharks, I remember those.
Reading up on these guys.
Not bullets. Not
not
bullets.
Bullets.
No.
Oh, okay,
Bullets
those
are
are
quite cute.
They're similar. They're similar, right? But whereas bullets are chunky and really strong, cephadromes are slender and very quick.
I see.
They look like this.
Oh. Interesting.
So they're the hammerhead equivalent.
Essentially, yeah. They're very quick, very nimble. Like whereas bullets, you see this big like dust cloud forming whenever they move underground. Cephadromes are specialized for sand, so they move faster than like Chiholude. Like they're extremely quick in the sand.
Excellent.
And you see their fin sprouting out of the sand as they move. And they're ambush predators. They're extremely quick. Their hide and their wings or fins, whatever you want to call them, extremely durable. Like extremely durable. So if you, with your background of being from the Standing Stones, sails made out of cephadrome hide would be extremely durable.
We're gonna need we're gonna need a harpoon on the front of the boat. But to be fair,
There
I
you
could
go.
probably modify the ballista into a harpoon. As sort of like
All you need is a
attachment.
rope.
You just hook it on.
Yep.
Maybe something a bit stronger, but yeah.
There you go.
which does give you guys a chance to do. Because here's the thing: airships do float on water, and you could technically just do that thing from Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End with the ship on sand, just like sailing on sand. You guys could do that in the Plane of the Standing Stones.
That would be baller as fuck, actually.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
There is a few dangers though with that, like the
True.
sandworm.
Oh yeah, purple worms are no joke.
So cool.
I
They
mean,
can for you.
I should have a purple worm here.
Not the dildo model this time, I hope.
No. Yeah, give it a second.
There's a story to this?
I hope that it's actually gonna load. But yeah, in the meantime, just we'll keep talking. But yeah, no, purple worms extremely dangerous, and nobody knows that as well as you do, Orchimedes.
Mm-hmm.
Once we do go to the Plane of the Standing Stones, get ready for it to be very Dune coded.
Oh yeah, buddy.
No.
I'm Middle Eastern. I'm Middle Eastern, so I'm
okay.
already halfway there.
There's nothing I love more than the cocaine and the light of Islam.
Oh fuck! I wanted to mention this earlier. So Rod,
Yes.
you know how you keep asking me Arabic things, and then I keep mentioning to you that I'm not Arabic.
Yeah.
So I was digging
Are you?
around.
And you just realized?
So I was looking through our family tree, and apparently we have a distant relative family of I forget the name of the family, but they were essentially Bedouins that settled in northern Iran.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, I might. So I probably have to do like a 23andMe or something. But according to our family records, I am part Arabic. Yes.
So
do I have the Habibi? Do I have the Habibi pass? Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out.
Rod, you do know that calling a Persian an Arab is like calling you Argentinian.
Yeah, but only if you're wrong.
You're calling me Russian.
I'm saying Rod might be. Oh, hell yeah! That was cool as fuck.
Yeah. So enjoy. This will be fun as hell later.
I'm looking forward to
So
it.
hopefully my my Arab heritage will kick in. We'll see.
Hell yeah. All right, kids. Thanks so much for coming. I will see you not next weekend, but the next one, hopefully.
Yes.
There must be a Brazil game on.
No, there isn't, but Commissar and Lena are not going to be here.
Sorry.
We will never forgive you.
We will never forgive you.
Yep.
That's fine.
All
I
right.
don't forgive myself.
Thank you for coming. I'm going to go play some Kingdom Come Deliverance too. See y'all later.
I might have.
Kingdom Come comes to come.
See you
It comes
later.
with cum.
Yummers.
Yummers.
Come.
Yes. Very good.